Now, severe weather coverage with Austin Daigle.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Austin from the LH Work Team. We got a severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northern Logan County. This is until 4:45 p.m. This is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-size hail. I've been watching it, and it looks to be only mainly a hail threat because we got near quarter-size hail. This is just north of Paris. This is just the northeast of Paris and north of Subiaco. It's around quarter size. It's out in the valley, just south of the river. I'm looking at winds. There's not too much in the way of winds. Probably only about 20 to 25 miles an hour. It looks to me mainly just a very heavy rain threat and a hail threat. So, and it's a very tall storm. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm looking at it on 3D Viper. I don't know if we can go 3D Viper or not. Look at this. So, this is the storm right here. It's about 50,000 feet tall. It's a pretty tall storm. So the hail core would be like right there inside it. It's a very impressive storm. Let's see here. Finish this. Alright. Measure the height of this. And it is 52,000 feet tall. So it's a very tall storm. So if y'all can see, this is moving very slow to the northeast. If we can put a, if we did put a storm track on it, that's what it'd be. That's how slow it's moving. So it'll be in the Scranton area. So it's in the Scranton area. The worst part's going to be there in probably 15 minutes, 30 minutes. It looks to be moving more in the way of north, so it'll be affecting the river. If you're on the river, it'll be affecting y'all probably the next 15-30 minutes. Probably if we move that up to 2. It'll be affecting the river in about the next 15 minutes. Alright. That looks to be the only severe storm out there. We do have some more developing, but this is a pretty impressive storm. I mean, it's not mainly, I don't think it's the winds you're going to worry about. It's the very heavy rain, the very large hail. As you can see, it's near quarter size. That's the only thing you probably have to worry about. I mean, this EcoTod, this is nearly a 52,000 feet. This is a 50,000 feet storm. So Morrison Bluff, Scranton, Prairie View, new alert now. Parrot now. Let's see. If we can, let's slide this on our Instagram feed real quick. Let some of our viewers know what's going on. Good afternoon. I'm Austin from the LHS Weather Team. We got a severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northern Logan County until 4:45 p.m. We have a severe thunderstorm that was producing some hail. Nothing on radar right now. Earlier, it was producing near quarter-size hail. Nothing in the way of winds right now. If we did look at the height, it was around 50,000 feet tall, and it's still about 40. Let's look at echo tops. And the echo tops aren't working either. In the radar, I think we got a radar technical difficulty, which happens sometimes. We have near quarter-size hail. This is heading to Morrison Bluff and Scranton. Not much in the way of Prairie View. So this is going to be northern Logan County, Hartman, Cohill, Clarksville, and these areas right here need to be aware of what's going on. We got some large hail in the center of this thunderstorm. That looks to be the only storm going on right now. If we back up the radar, you can see there's more storms developing out there, but this looks to be the strongest one right now. This is north of Subiaco. It's affecting Highway 109, just north of 22. It's going to be going on. It's going to be crossing US 64. Clarksville. I've been watching the radar. It looks like it's to be moving up. It looks like It looks like this thing produced an outflow boundary. So I'm gonna watch for redevelopment on this one near Altus, Ozark, Paris, and Driggs, and Coxville. This is mainly moving northeast. Waiting for a new radar scan. We can go back one frame, we can see, or 2 frames. See, this was the hail size, around 1/4 of an inch, so it should be right in this area. Now we have a technical difficulties, and there we go, it's back up. Alright, so now we got still near marble to 1/4 size between that. It's moving to the north. It's about to get out. It looks like most of the hail's about to get out of the warning box, but it's still moving north. So Hartman and Cohill, I'd be stay on alert. This is going to be a crossing US 64. It's just crossing over the Arkansas River right now, so do be alert on this. But that looks to be the only severe storm right now. Now, if we go across the area, we can put on. It looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for parts of Johnson County. This is for northern Logan County and southern Johnson. This is until 5 p.m. This is for 60 miles an hour winds and nickel-size hail. So let's put it in the storm track. So this is going to be heading to Clarksville, Hartman, and in Clarksville and Lamar, Knoxville, Interstate 40, Roger Street, Highway 109, Highway 64, and Highway 21, and Highway 109F. In the Arkansas River, anyone in this area needs to be alert that we got some big old hail falling near 1/4 size, falling near on the Arkansas River near south of Hartman, just to the west of Morrison Bluff. This is moving northeast, so it'll be affecting Morrison Bluff in probably the next 15 minutes or so. Clarksville in probably the next 15 to 30 minutes. Now the worst part of the storm should be affecting the Clarksville area in probably the next 30 minutes. The rain should be starting Clarksville in probably the next few minutes to 15 minutes. I'm watching this big area right here. I mean, there's an area right here starting to develop right by that outflow boundary. And I was saying earlier that we need to watch for this because that could have something developed, and it looks like there's more developing on this storm. So if we can, let's see how tall this storm is getting. Or put on echo tops. So it looks like there's a big increase right here, probably around 48,000 feet. And it looks to be developing more out here. So we need to watch right here for more hail cores, if we can. Let's go inside it. Yeah, we need to be watching for more hail cores on that developing cell. So just the north of Paris. Just the north of Subiaco. I'm not looking at too major winds, probably around 20 miles per hour. But we do need to watch for more development in here near Hartman, Cohill. This is going to be heading to y'all. Hartman. So there's more development out here. I should see this part of this. It's still a developing cell. I mean, you can tell it is getting stronger, so we do need to watch this right here. So we're live for y'all, and we're going to keep an eye on this for y'all. So again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. This is for southwestern Johnson, or southern Johnson and northern Logan. This until 5 p.m. Hazards will be nickel-size hail and 60 miles an hour winds. I'm seeing near quarter-size hail and probably near 20 mile an hour winds. So it's still a severe storm, and you do need to take shelter, because this kind of size hail can seriously injure you, and it can do quite a bit of damage. So do be careful if you're in this area. If you're driving on 64 or on 109 or 21 or 40, because we got a big developing cell. We got a big cell developing. Good echo tops. So that's what we're looking at. So this is what we're going to be watching for a little bit, and we'll keep y'all up to date. Always, you can stay tuned to our live severe weather coverage here on our YouTube channel at Elliot. Just go to YouTube and search LHS Weather, and you will find our live streaming coverage. I'm Austin Nagel from the LHS Weather team. Have a good day. So this looks to be affecting the Morrison Bluff area, along with Scranton, about to be affecting Hartman and Highway 64 and 40. This will be coming to Clarksville in just a little bit, probably next 15 minutes. Hail core should be in Clarksville probably next 20 to 25 minutes. So, if we can, well, let's see if we can. I'm going to look at this and see what's going on the storm. Because the outflow boundary is very impressive, too. Storm's near 50,000 feet. And look at this outflow boundary. I mean, it's impressive. I mean, that outflow, and then there's more it looks like more development starting to happen near Paris. So I'm going to watch that. Looks like there's a wind core near. I mean, the strongest winds near Subiaco. And that's only around 20 miles an hour, or about 17 to 20 miles an hour. So, I mean, the wind's not the primary threat. It'd probably be just hail for the primary threat, because how tall these storms are, and especially the lift that's going on right now. So this is what's been going on over the last 15 minutes or so. So it looks like that hill, so it looks like another hill core around 1/4 of an inch is heading to Morrison Bluff. This is about to cross, this is on the Arkansas River near Highway 109. This is now over almost on the other side into Johnson County. It's around 1/4 of an inch. I think it's going to be heading mainly to Morrison Bluff. Should see probably around marble size. Not the big severe hail, thankfully, but we are watching it. This may move into Clarksville. Which is not good. Hopefully this storm weakens a little bit. We're still watching for more development to our south. North, same area as it was before, as the original hill core was, as y'all can see. And development keeps continuing, so that we're going to need to watch that too. Even if you're in this area, watch for flash flooding too, because if you have that constant heavy rain and hail for 30 minutes to 45 minutes, which we could be seeing that in some of these areas right here, that could lead to flash flooding issues. So stay alert of that. See here, new update. So watching more cores. I mean, look at this near Morrison Bluff. It's around some very, very heavy rain, some large hail too. I mean, this is a gigantic storm. I mean, looking on 3D, and it's just a massive storm that blew up. So do watch for rotation too. Winds on the outside near the Arkansas River on this extreme southwestern part of Johnson County. Looks to be some winds near around 25 miles per hour. Let's see here. So this one on the back end is keeps developing. So let's see. Yeah, so that's where the hill core would be. So, and it looks like that one near Morrison Bluff looks to be weakening a little bit, which is good near marble size. We still have around core size hail falling near northwest of Subiaco and to the north of Paris. We have more development near Paris. If we can zoom in. So it's development here. And it's now moving into Morrison Bluff. It's around P to Marble Size, but this one near is moving northeast too, so that one is going to be moving in the Clarksville area probably the next 30-45 minutes. This one's going to be moving into probably to the southern part of Clarksville in probably the next 15 minutes. Let's see here. That one on the southern. Look at that redevelopment down there. I'm gonna keep an eye on that right there. And this looks to be the only severe storm out there right now in our area. More developing near Stillwell in Adair County. It's moving towards Fayetteville. We've had some ongoing showers and storms near the Poto area, near Kavanaugh Hill. It's probably way cooler. Then we got some severe storms starting to develop along the line near Tulsa. Those should be in our area later this evening. So if we can put a storm motion. So it's moving really slow. It's gonna be way late. It's gonna be way late this evening for all that stuff gets here, but you're gonna keep keeping an eye on it. And this is what's going on in our area right now. Is there any wind on it? Still no wind on it. I mean, there's not much wind on it at all. It's probably very heavy rain. So we're gonna keep an eye on this for y'all for just a little bit longer. So the hail looks to be weakening a little bit, which is good. The rain, however, is still very heavy. So this is probably near nickel size hail. Yeah. Now it's showing your quarter size near Paris. I mean, that could, well, keep an eye on that. So let's keep an eye on this. Some very heavy rains now moving into Morrison Bluff. These areas could be experiencing some flash flooding right now. Go look. So let's go back to Viper. I mean, this is impressive. This is an impressive cell. I mean, it's not dying out. I mean, so this is gonna be a big old thunderstorm cell. Let's see if we can find the echo tops on this near 50,000. Okay, some echo tops showing near 52,000. This is a big old storm, y'all. I mean, is there any wind? There's not wind. There's being a lot of updrafts going on right now because it's mainly just hail. I mean, it's showing probably near $half size hail. Let's see. So Clarksville, heads up, we got probably near marble size hail heading to y'all. Just north of Morrison Bluff on Highway 109, and it's going to be affecting 40. Let me back up a little bit. This will be affecting 40 and 64. 64. Lamar are probably thinking what's going on. Just do stay alert even if you're in Lamar. We got there's some more stuff starting. This has been growing on the backside of the storm, so it looks like a training effect is starting to happen near north of Paris. So if you live north of Paris, do be alert for flooding. So let me see if I can see some areas north of Paris I can name off real quick. So if you live on Union Road, 309, so 309, Paris Bottoms Road, Kalamazoo Road. Let's see. This is near McLeod Bottom. This is north of town. This is to the north, and it looks like it's going to stay northeast. So mainly watching Union Road near Old Sandy Road if you're on Old Hickman Road. So mainly the roads north of Union Road is the main areas that are going to get affected by this. So if you're just north, so if you live north of Union Road, that line that just goes from Paris to Subiaco, near 393. If y'all live near the river on Kalamazoo Road, near Old Sandy Road, those areas are going to have the biggest potential for flooding and hail damage, because as you see, that's where redevelopment has been for a while, and we're not seeing. It's still developing, and it looks like new severe thunderstorm warning. Wow. Whoa. I guess they were thinking there's more redevelopment down there. watching this until 5:30. It's a big old severe thunderstorm warning box. No reason. I mean, yeah, the development, but I mean that's the only. I mean, we're starting to watch more development as we can go to the south. The hill core is mainly near 1/4 of an inch north of Subiaco. It's near the river. Just a second. It's near. Oh gosh, so that's gonna be near Union Road. If you live on Union Road, Steel Lane. Old Sandy Road and Kalamazoo. Blueberry Lane, probably not as much, but if you're going to be living on near some of these roads, just do be alert. Some large hail falling in those areas. Watching 197, County Road 197. This is do be alert. County, let's see, Crosslands North Road, do be alert too, if you're on the Arkansas River. I mean, development looks to be starting to slim down a little bit, except right here. I mean, this is this is just south of Paris on 109. Be affecting Paris Reservoir. That's going over Paris Reservoir on 109 near the scenic byway on 309. And we got a new flash flood warning. This is for north central Logan and southwestern Johnson County. This is until 7:45 p.m. Radar is estimated 2 to 3 inches already from Paris to Scranton to Hartman. I mean, and a few more inches of rain is possible too. So do be alert. For flash flooding too, if you're in these areas. I mean, you can see the main storm. It's slowly moving north with that redevelopment to the south. So that's that training effect going on. I mean, look at this outflow boundary. That's near Coxville. That's pushing probably around 10-mile-an-hour winds only. But well, storm stealth is probably not producing that much either. I mean, the echo tops are probably near 47,000 feet tall. So this is just one big old thunderstorm. I mean, the hail on this is near 1/4 size. I mean, look at that. It's just insane. I'd hate to be living on this area. So that's mainly affecting, let's see, what road is that? Kalamazoo Road and Union Road. I would not want to be in that area. Not want to be near that creek. On Kalamazoo Road, because there's probably a lot of flash flooding going on. And the hail looks to be calming down, which is a good thing. The whole storm looks to be calming down, even though there's still some very heavy rain on it. Redevelopment looks to be calming down now. Actually, over the last few frames, I mean, that didn't develop barely. So, that's a good thing. Let's look on 230. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything else going to try to redevelop. I mean, that didn't have any energy left either. And this barely had any energy. Because, I mean, most of it was just taken out from this one area. So, I mean, it's about, I mean, so now it's just running on its own fuel. It's there's nothing else to work with. I mean, because it's just used up almost a lot of its energy. There's just probably no more left either. It just used up all that lift in the atmosphere too, probably. So, Scranton, Subiaco, Paris, Clarksville, Coal Hill, Hartman, Knoxville, those areas, just, it's gonna be fine. It's nothing. The storms look to be calming down for sure. Max hail size near Hartman on Highway 64, near around Marble size. So that looks to be what's going on around the area. As y'all can see, it's just that one area of storm and that one storm. That looks to be what's going on. Since the energy looks like it's done with. I mean, y'all can see here, this was the redevelopment area, and you can see right there again, more redevelopment back of it. But look, there was where our redevelopment was going to be right there. But I mean, it's starting to a little bit. It's starting to lift. It probably shouldn't last as long. I wouldn't be surprised if it kept going. I mean, it looks to be redeveloping. I'm quite surprised, because most of it's been trying to keeps redeveloping in this area. So I'm kind of quite surprised, because all that energy should be released. Looks like it keeps going. So I'm gonna keep. So that looks like what's going on. I'm not seeing any two-way of large hail anymore. If we're looking at winds too, not really. It's probably weakened enough to get off the air, so it's probably weakened enough to get off the air right now. So I'm Austin Daigle from the LHS Weather Team. We'll keep an eye on this for y'all. For now, we're gonna get off the air. If something else happens, we'll let you know. Have a good day, everyone.